I thought, home invasion was a really interesting place to hit. Everyone knows that feeling of having someone come over, a guest who stays too long. Sometimes it's a family member, sometimes not. You know that feeling. And then I wanted to sort of add and make a connection, something larger. Not just think about my mom, your mom, but our mom, the mom that gives life to us all, and what it must feel like to be on this planet right now.
So we read that you got a 3-month rehearsal period to work on this and to have the actors just practice out. Can you tell us a little bit about what you were having them do during the rehearsal?
I mean, after I wrote it so quickly for 5 days, it was missing a lot of character, and I had to bring it to life. And so that's what the actors did. Javier and Jennifer just breathed life into all the characters. This is my boy David, so I'm all excited.
Director friends are here to support you.
And how did you, while filming, quick photograph of Darren and David together.
That's, David O. Russell here to support. That's nice.
The magic of
two
live
prestige
interviews.
directors.
Sorry, I just took a picture with David.
So real quick, tell us, how did you keep the actors in terms of, when you're filming, particularly the second act of this film is really thrilling. How hands-on were you with directing them and giving them
just a lot. I mean, it's a lot. It's just a constant nurturing and taking care of it and being fully present for them and giving them whatever I need. But when you have an actor like Jennifer Lawrence and Javier Bardem, you just call action. You let them unleash. Thank you.
Congratulations. Have a great evening.
All right.
Big night from Jennifer Lawrence has just arrived on the carpet. As you can see her looking absolutely stunning.
She
oh
looks
my
amazing.
gosh. I love her hair up like that.
Very floral.
I mean, and what a performance. I'm really so excited for all of you to see this film, because when you see what she goes through, the first act is equally as intense, but in the second half of this film it's exhilarating and but also frightening.
It's very scary, and I don't want to say horror because that's the word that's been used over and over again, but it does sort of push you a lot as much as it pushes the audience. Yeah, Jennifer is here behind us. You can hear all the excitement for her, obviously, and she's great in this movie.
It's really unbelievable.
Yeah.
Everybody's Darren and J-Law together. The internet is going to go crazy for this photograph tomorrow. I think I just heard Jennifer say, our first two-shot.
Oh, did she say that?
Yeah.
Well, we're making movie history right now. This is great.
For those of you who are just joining us, in case you haven't figured out, we are at the premiere of Mother here in New York City at Radio City Music Hall.
Yeah.
And just about to talk to Jennifer Lawrence on her performance. Hopefully she'll get wrangled over here.
Yeah.
So use the hashtag #MotherMovie on Twitter. Hopefully maybe we'll be able to get a question from one of you guys to Jennifer. Looks like you guys are already going. I need it to be the weekend, so I have time to catch up on all the Jennifer Lawrence Mother movie interviews. That's fun.
This is true. She's done a lot. She's really pushing hard for this movie, but she worked so hard for it that it makes sense. I mean, she went through so much just to make this movie.
I mean, it was 100% had to be an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah. Sorry.
Go ahead. No.
No, I was going to say, the movie is, as I was telling you earlier, half of the movie is literally just close-ups of her face, so we're just following her point of view, or we're just staring at her the entire movie, and it's really extraordinary what she's able to do with all that pressure on her the whole time.
It's really fun, and we haven't even spoken about Michelle Pfeiffer in this movie yet, and it's really like the year of Michelle between The Wizard of Lies and now Mother, and she's phenomenal in this movie, but I love the scenes between Jennifer and Michelle. What was your take on that?
Oh man, those scenes were incredible. Yeah, it really is the year of Michelle, and I'm so glad. She had so many things come out. She got her first Emmy nomination for Wizard of Lies, and so long. Her character gets to be a little bit of an antagonist, but I don't want to say too much, but she's really having fun and really vamping it up in this role.
And what do you think? Are we thinking that there's an Oscar in the future for Michelle Pfeiffer?
Well, I feel like, Jennifer Lawrence has called this the best role she's ever done. She's called this the best performance she's ever seen Michelle do. And, everybody loves Michelle. I wouldn't be surprised if the Academy just, welcomed her back with open arms and said, girl, thank you for what you did in this role. Here's your nomination. But, it's a little early to say because we don't know what the general public feels about Mother yet. It's coming out this Friday. But the buzz for Michelle has been amazing.
It has been. And also, I will say, this weekend we were at, I mentioned this earlier, at the Toronto International Film Festival where this screened, and our West Coast editor Krista Smith had an opportunity to sit down with Javier and Jennifer, both individually, and not to toot our own horn here, but check out VanityFair.com for these interviews, because there's some really great perspective and interesting conversations that happened this weekend talking about this film, from how Jennifer got in and out of character, what the prep was, the physical exhaustion from it. Javier talking about what it was like to work with Jennifer, what it was like to work with Michelle. It was really great stuff. So check that out on VanityFair.com. As you can hear right now, people are going crazy. It's like the trifecta right there.
We've got Darren, we've got Javier, we've got Jennifer, all posing together. But yeah, I love what you were talking about. When Krista spoke to Jennifer, Jennifer spoke about listening to Bruce Springsteen and watching the Kardashians to sort of get out of her zone when she was making the movie because it was so intense.
Do we think that she has Mama Chris on speed dial?
She's like texting her right after this, right after she gets off the carpet. But I think we're going to get Jennifer soon. We're going to ask her a bunch of questions. She is chatting it up with Javier, obviously.
We may have missed her here for a second, but I'm thinking they're going to bring her back.
Yeah. But we can keep talking about her because she's really special in this movie. I mean, it's really an unexpected sort of film, and as we were saying earlier, surprising performance.
Some more tweets coming in right now. What is this? Another Mother movie highlight was the incredible slimy performance by Michelle Pfeiffer. Raw, uncompromising, devilish, outstanding work. How did you see the movie already, Chris? It comes out on Friday.
Yeah, Chris. Well, Chris is connected, obviously.
Hi, Jennifer. How are you? So nice to see you. You look absolutely beautiful tonight. I feel.
Where's your camera?
We're right here. Yeah.
There, we're live on the Vanity Fair Facebook.
Cameras only.
So, talk to us a little bit about how you must be feeling. It's kind of the last stop on the press tour. Are you excited, relieved, exhausted?
I got like a really big burst of stress and adrenaline. I feel like I'm like releasing all of it tonight. It's good. It's hard to process. I don't think I'll realize until tomorrow I wake up. I have like a half a day of work.
How many times? Oh, sorry, go ahead. Oh, I was just going to say, how many times have you seen the movie now?
2. This will be my 3rd time.
Very exciting. And so we just saw the movie last night. Talk to us about just staying in it in that second half. The second act of this movie is, as I believe you told Krista on Sunday at TIFF, it was like an assault. And after seeing this movie, I can see where you felt that. I mean, how did you kind of like keep your head level-headed throughout this process?
I had a Kardashian tent. I listened to a lot of Christmas music and Lemonade.
Oh.
Lemonade will always do the trick. Beyonce kind of fixes everything. And
did you have a particular Kardashian that was a guiding light for you?
I love that question. I guess probably Chris. She's everyone's guiding light, is she not?
We just said that. We're like, does she have Mama Chris on speed dial to
I
talk to her?
actually kind of do. I text with her.
Really?
I do.
Well, congratulations. This is a beautiful movie. We're so excited to see it hit the theaters this weekend. Me neither. We're also in like a space of anyone knows right now. We're literally like this.
Bruce Cameron, should I do this?
Yeah, I think that looks nice. What are you
very
wearing, by the way?
elegant.
Dior.
That makes sense. Could have guessed, but thank you for stopping by. Have the best time tonight. You look absolutely beautiful. Congratulations. The film is incredible, and we're just so excited for you to have this night.
Thank you. All right, Jennifer.
Shayla right there, guys.
Looking
Texting
radiant.
with Kris Jenner.
I'm so glad I asked about that because now we know.
Can we? Yeah, that was a great question. Can we take a moment to think, like, give me some imagined celebrity connections here of what you think that conversation looks like?
Oh my gosh! Every time Kylie has drama, I bet Jen is like, "Listen, I know how to help. I've been through like PR stuff myself. Like, let's like work through this." Or she's just like, "Hey girl, what's up? I'm in Calabasas. Do you want to get dinner? Do you want to get shrimp tacos?"
And then, so we got some more of these tweets coming in here. Really looking forward to seeing Mother this weekend. A movie that causes this much controversy is definitely worth watching. It's definitely controversial, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, Darren said that he loves getting like strong reactions. He doesn't care what the reaction is. As long as people feel very strongly about it, then it's still a win for him. So people are definitely going to feel strongly about this movie for sure.
Absolutely. And, you know, it's really fun to also think about, you know, the backstory of, like, leading up to it. Because, in a way, you see them already in this, like, secluded world. This is not spoiling anything because this is what you find out in the first 5 minutes. But, you know, to think of, like, how this relationship started, there's obviously a big age difference between the two. He's been a successful writer. What were you kind of thinking when during the movie, like, what if you had to write the
backstory
backstory to this?
for
What does
these
it look like?
Yeah, because really the backstory is very mysterious, but I think, we know that Jennifer Lawrence is obsessed with her house, the character is, so she's some kind of HGTV fixer-upper fanatic, she's a big fan of this guy who Javier Bardem plays, follows him around. What do you think that they're doing?
I want to know the history of that house, because first of all, the house in this movie is stunning. It's like what dreams are made of.
Really
and she does talk about how she fixes it up throughout the entire movie herself. And I have to say, she's so good at aging it to look like it's like a new house. Everything's brand new, but it's still like aged beautifully, as though it's like pulled right out of the 1800s. It's kind of magical.
Very like bespoke, vintagey kind of house. It's really lovely. I just want her to do my walls too. Like paint my home too, Jennifer Lawrence. There are like lots of lush house scenes in this movie. So if you like beautiful houses,
and let me tell you, homeowners, you will have your own terrifying experience watching the things that then happen to this house throughout the course of the film.
Yeah, the house is a character too. In a lot of ways, and it's really a lot of interesting things happen in that house and to that house.
And what did you? Let's go back to also what did you? There's in this like first half as they're starting to meet these different characters. Excellent. Again, so we just found out they're about to start the screening, so we have got to skedaddle. We're going to go, before we leave though, we're going to give you the trailer of the film. It comes out in theaters this Friday. Be sure to check it out. It's a terrific, thrilling film, and we're going to throw it to the trailer now.